Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-1 win against Sparta Prague in the Europa League Group C Game 4 tonight. What a fantastic result that was. It puts us right in the mix for qualifying out that group. An outstanding performance overall. Better in the first half than we were in the second half, obviously, but overall it was outstanding. Great to see players digging in, holding them off when they needed to. Disappointing we lost the goal. It made it nervy in the last maybe 20 minutes especially. Some refereeing issues as well aside, and some fan issues, but that is a massive result for us tonight, not just in terms of the actual Europa League group but the coefficient as well, especially if we're looking to try and get into the World Club Cup as well. So we made one change from the Hearts game that was enforced due to Balogun not being registered for Europe. So that was Balogun out, Davis in. So we lined up Butland, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Jack, Lammers, Seema, Cantwell and Danilo. On the subs bench were McCrory, Wright, Dessers, Lawrence, Cifuentes, Sterling, Roof, King, Devine and McCausland. So the first half, an outstanding performance in the first half. Haven't given Sparta a sniff. When Clement came in from the get-go, he said, try shit, if you lose the ball that's fine, but just win it back. And obviously I'm paraphrasing slightly there, but that's exactly what we've done in that first half. In possession we've been great. Out of possession we've been even better because we're hunting everything, not giving them a sniff, winning back the ball quickly and then starting again and having chances. It still baffles me. It's night and day with these exact same players. In the 6th minute, a lovely ball from Lammers to Cantwell on the right side of the box. He puts in a cross. It was maybe hit with a wee bit too much power. Danilo couldn't stretch his leg out in time. Really disappointing that, because if he had connected, it was an empty net to shoot into. However, we didn't need to wait long for the goal. On the 11th minute we scored and we went 1-0 with Danilo. The defender was coming out of the box after the keeper rolling the ball out to him. For some weird reason he decided to turn back and try and play back to goal. He didn't realise Danilo was lurking, who robbed the ball off him. The boy fell and seemed to injure himself. Danilo took the ball back into the box and he hits a cool shot into the back of the net. Absolutely outstanding, just great vision from Danilo there as well. All aided by their defender doing a moment of madness. We'll get into him later on, but just brilliant all round. 16th minute, the ball was down the left, it was crossed in, their defender flicked it away, but only to the edge of the box to Cantwell, who had a poor first touch. He flicked the ball in the air, but with his second touch he tried a half bicycle kick volley type thing and he forced a decent save for the keeper. Disappointing first touch, but his second touch was sublime there, really unlucky there. Cantwell didn't need to wait too long though, because he ended up scoring 4 minutes later to make it 2-0 on the 20th minute. It was a long ball from our defence to the left, the defender sticks out a leg and he doesn't control it. Danilo picks it up, passes to the right to Cantwell in the box, who collects it, switches feet to the inside and curls a low shot into the bottom left corner. Just great all round once again, and lovely execution from Cantwell. 25th minute, a lovely through ball into the middle of the Sparta box. Their keeper just got to it before Danilo could nip in. 28th minute, Seema down the left, he crosses in. A shocking attempted clearance by their defender, their captain funnily enough, who ends up passing to Danilo, who controls it and shoots and ends up hitting the outside of the left post and wide. Unlucky that one there. 38th minute, a free kick by Tavernier just wide of the post. My stream cut out so I've never really seen it. On the 40th minute, the ball upfield by us. Gomez, who was at fault for the first goal, he slips in midfield. Cantwell picks it up and runs. He got into the box, he shoots and a save by the keeper's legs. Really unlucky that one there. Gomez, he picked up a booking and he ended up getting subbed at half time. Cantwell was giving him an absolute torrid time and no wonder he was hooked ultimately. But that was the first half. We were absolutely brilliant, absolutely delighted with that. 2-0 up at half time in Europe. You can't ask for much more, can you? The second half, they made a couple of changes at half time, as you would expect, and they were certainly, I wouldn't say the better team, but they did come out at us more in the second half and the start of it, and we're getting a wee bit more, but we were doing great defensively. I think Butland only had maybe one half save to do in the first wee while there. The 61st minute, it was a slack attempted long ball by Tavernier which was charged down. Sparta won possession, got forward, out wide left, crossed into the middle and a header wide, that one there. So the first maybe mistake we've made all night. Arguably, the changing point of the second half was on the 69th minute, Cantwell off and McCausland on. We seemed to get a wee bit more going forward with McCausland. I don't know if that created a wee bit more spaces at the back, because then that's when Sparta upped their game as well. They made obviously a couple of changes in that time. 70th minute, Lammers was filled on the edge of the box. Advantage played, however, not much of an advantage because we managed to pass the ball twice in that time, but everyone was off balance. 71st minute, corner from the right from Sparta. It was knocked away to the edge of the box to their player, who hit it on the volley, hit it off the ground and bounced wide. They were coming a wee bit closer at this point. 72nd minute, a quick break from us, a lovely ball from McCausland to Danilo. He took one touch too many and the defender managed to smuggle the ball away. Danilo could have shot, he could have squared it, maybe caught in two minds with that one, and that's why he taken that one touch too many and the defender managed to get it away. 75th minute, Lammers plays a lovely ball through to the right to McCausland, who shoots a big save from the keeper which was spilled, worked to the left side of the box, then to the centre to Jack, who it's a curling effort, and it was a good effort and a good save by the keeper. McCausland on the right a minute later drifted inwards, held onto the ball, played a great pass to Sima on the left, who tried a first timer but he was off balance and sliced it wide. McCausland made a massive impact straight away as soon as he came on. He was getting forward. As I said, that was maybe causing a wee bit issues at the back, because in the 77th minute Sparta made it 2-1. They played the ball down the left, they started to cut inside, it was a pass to the middle. Barisic just caught in no man's land. He never stuck, he never twisted, he just was in the middle of space. He never went to the player who had the ball in the middle, he never tracked back to cover the player that eventually got past him, and that was passed wide on the right hand side. That player cuts the ball back, and then their attacker had a first timer in the net from 6 yards. A lot in that there. It was a decent move, but it was ultimately aided by Barisic's poor positioning. Really something he's got to work on. There was acres of space multiple times in that latter period of the second half, all caused by Barisic. That was annoying because a lot of what Barisic's done was decent tonight as well. So it's not the first time. I hope that's something that gets tightened up though. 78th minute though, right after kick-off, we scored, or so we thought. We basically kicked off, we played it slightly back, a long high ball into their box to Danilo. Their defender seems to trip over Danilo's legs. Danilo takes the ball and he shoots it past the keeper. There was a VAR check, the ref went straight to the screen, he only was there, seen it once, and he ruled the goal off. I'm unsure with this one as well. I think there was a slight nudge by Danilo just before the player fell. I think the player also got caught on his own feet. It's a tough one. I thought it was a harsh one, to be honest, because I don't think it was of Danilo's making, but we'll need to take that one on the chin there. 85th minute, Sima and Danilo off, Lawrence and Dessers on. 86th minute, Golston gives the ball away in our half, a quick break down the left, they turn us in and out, and a shot at an angle and a massive save from Butland there. And then the fourth official flagged up 6 minutes injury time. I do not know where they got 6 minutes from. Yes, there was multiple subs. Referees don't take into account subs these days. There was one VAR check and I think there was maybe one injury. No way they got 6 minutes. That was a joke. 91st minute, the ball was on the left in the Sparta half. It was played in, deflected, falls to Dessers in the middle. It was held up. He passes to McCausland, who tries a play shot, but it was over the bar. Play raged on. Tavernier got booked for time wasting. The ball got then played behind the Sparta goal, and rather stupidly our fans behind that goal held the ball up, and inexplicably, and I've never seen this before, the referee then adds a further minute of time to injury time. He indicated that. The game starts and then the same fans throw another ball onto the pitch. The referee adds another minute of injury time, so that's 8 minutes injury time. I mean, I've never seen that before. I don't know if anyone else has, but that is just madness from the referee. The both instance itself was probably about 30 seconds in total. For the referee to add on 2 minutes for that is absolutely scandalous. Clement was doing his absolute dinger at the fourth official for this and a few other things as well. And I don't know if the referee was just getting pissed off because we were time wasting quite a bit in this one here as well. We're not the only team that does this. Our gamesmanship was fantastic. It's the reason why Tavernier obviously got a booking, but the referee, I don't know if he was just pissed off at that and he thought that was the way he had extra time on. Don't understand it whatsoever. The fans themselves though, they really need to be wise to that, because the referee, it was clear what the referee was going to do. He was getting frustrated with it, and the fact that he's just added an extra minute on, then you still throw a second ball on, Just ludicrous. Come on, play the game. That could have cost us big time tonight. Fortunately, never, but it could have. Cifuentes came on the 95th minute for Lammers. Now, another piece of shocking refereeing this one here as well, and it's part of the rules, I think, but it's just how ludicrous these rules are. Sparta played the ball up. Their player was offside, so the flag went up. The referee never stopped the game because the player hadn't touched the ball yet. Goldson blocks the player and gives it a foul. He gets booked for that, which means he now misses the next game. It should have been flagged for offside initially. That's a stupid rule about it, where it's not stopped for offside unless the attacking player touches the ball. Ludicrous rule. Now we've lost a defender when we've got an injury crisis. Madness. But we saw out the game. 9 minutes injury time played in total. Again, no wonder Clement was going mad. But what a result for us tonight. That just leaves us in a really, really good position in Group C. We're currently on 7 points. Real Betis won, I think, 3-0 tonight, so they're on 9. Sparta on 4 and Limassol on 3. So a massive game coming up. We can certainly qualify in the next game. That'll be outstanding to get out of this group. We'll see what can happen. So it leaves us for the next game, which is on Sunday against Livingston. That's a 12 midday kickoff. I'll get to see the game. I'm not sure if I'll get to do a post match or Dave will get to do one, but we'll try and get something out anyway. So all that's left to say is thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night and goodbye.